Collective, it's evident that somebody missed out when it comes to you. Whoever this is, they were stuck on some silly shit. Okay, just put it like that. They were stuck on some silly shit. Now your energy, it feels like this could have been, and this could have happened like with you, between you and multiple people, where there's more to you than meets the eye, right? I don't know if this individual thought that you were naive, thought that you were gullible, thought that you would be easy to play with, but it feels like they tested you in some kind of way, and you just politely let that other side of you show up. Okay, now you activated, and I don't mean activated and like you activated that other side that makes this person, that would make this person to understand that you ain't no silly hoe. Okay, that you ain't on that right there. You feel me? So we have double life here. Okay, I feel like there's more to you than meets the eye. I feel like you have a very gentle nature on the outside and on the inside as well. Like both of these identities are you, but you also are very don't play no games with me. You also are very quick to establish like your boundaries when you need to. Okay, somebody may have taken your niceness for weakness and have found out the hard way that ain't shit weak about you. All right, it feels like whatever this test was, whatever this was that someone tried to test your heart, test your love, test you to see if you would chase them. Okay, you passed this test with flying colors because you decided to move away from this person, and in moving away, you further elevated yourself. Okay, you are actually started to see things from a higher vantage point. Okay, so someone decided they want to test you, but that didn't work out in their favor. All right, that didn't work out in their favor. Them attempting to test you actually helped you see that all they wanted was for you to chase them, was for you to chase them. Okay. I'm even picking up, this feels like this individual trying to play on your top. Okay. Not reading the room, not really seeing who you are. Um, they may have gone as far as to create some sort of false storyline about a third person, or them either being pregnant from someone else or them getting someone else pregnant. It feels like they created a whole false storyline to get your attention because you show the other side of you that will quickly erect your boundaries. So you may have gone silent, you may have gone, quiet on this individual. You may have began to move away, and it feels like they made a hasty decision to create some sort of a lie here to try to get your attention. Now, what I'm also seeing is that you have elevated in some way that is bringing a lot of attention to you. Like there are people watching you. I feel like this individual past person is watching you, but there is a lot of other people watching you. I don't know if you are on social media, if you are a content creator, if you are going viral in some way or have gone viral in some way, but you have a lot of attention. You're getting a lot of attention. This past person didn't see something about you clearly, okay, at all. All right. Now we have unsent text. Okay. I feel like this is the past person's energy. We have throwing shade. They may want to reach out to you, but it's something holding them back. Something is holding them back because I don't know if you are if you are using your experience, your past experience with this person and maybe other people to share with people how you can pass your spiritual test. You can pass. This might even be a karmic test that showed up with this individual. If you're sharing how to pass those tests, if people are receiving, enlightenment or upliftment from your testimony, this person is actually taking you sharing your tests, you sharing your testimony as you throwing shade. Something is holding them back energetically. I feel like they are blocked with this reverse breaking free. Okay, they may not have wanted you to get away from them, or they're wishing that you hadn't gotten away from them because they're seeing you in this good karma here. They may not know if you, they may not be, they may be questioning if you will receive any messages from them as an act of good faith, like as something that is trustworthy. Okay, but this person is now fanning over you. So the energy that they wanted you in is now the energy that they are in. They wanted you clout chasing on them, chasing their clout. They wanted you chasing for attention for them. And now the energy has circulated, all right? The energy has spunt the block. Okay. The energy has spunt the block, fam. We're going to get into this and see what's going on, all right? This person may be married as well. I'm seeing the Hierophant here. Or this could be somebody you were married to. Take it how it reverberates. Somebody is definitely very regretful, very remorseful, stuck in some sort of regret or remorse as they are watching you elevate. Tell us more, Spirit. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Soul Tribe Star Seed family. I love you guys. Thank you for spending a little bit more time with me today. All right. If you are a new viewer, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope by the end of this message, you will subscribe and join the tribe. Would love to have you here. We have the tower. All right. A tower moment is being had. I feel like this is your ability to shift quickly brought a tower. And see, you made a quick shift and sudden change. It's like you showed someone that you had something in you that they didn't think you had in you. Again, they may have thought that you were a pushover or like a softie, is what I'm hearing, okay? But you made a sudden shift, abrupt change that makes this person to understand that you are not interested in any of this like negative, fake, phony, traumatic, trauma, betrayal energy. Like you're not interested in any of that. Okay, clarify the tower, Spirit. mm, hmm we have passion. You had a lot of passion for this person too. And you may have actually communicated how you felt to them. And because you communicated how you felt to them, they took that the wrong way and decided that they want to play with it. Now, I don't know what took place. This person could have gotten pregnant by somebody else. It feels like they created a narrative, though, that wasn't true. The chasing clout card says they're addicted to attention and their thirst is starting to show. The spotlight's the goal, even if it means faking the whole storyline. Mm. So this may be something you may not know, okay? That something they said, something they showed was not the truth. If they said that they had somebody pregnant, if they said that if they showed up on the internet with a new boo, if they whatever it was, whatever it is, there's a falsity here. Now, because you are very passionate and you know how to communicate from a passionate place, I feel like they could get over on you. They could work you in some kind of way or something would work. They may have felt like they could outsmart you. Reverse high priestess. They could put you in a position where you wouldn't be able to trust your own intuition. Mm. Tell me more. Secrets in reverse. They definitely want to communicate, okay? This person could even have messages on their phone that they haven't sent. That messages that they haven't sent, like, I don't know. And I don't know why they haven't sent them. Maybe they don't want to look like the clout chaser now. I don't know. Clarify secrets. Something they want to say or something they said. Two of Cups. That they didn't want a connection, that they didn't feel the same way, or they didn't want to heal something. Mm, the Knight of Wands. It feels like this person was very lust driven, very lust driven, very lustful in their pursuit, and they didn't want to change. They didn't want to change that. Like they didn't want to um stop seeing other people. They didn't want to stop running the field. They didn't want to stop being out in the streets. They didn't want to stop being a player. They didn't want to stop. Like in the past, they may have communicated or shown up to you in a way that they thought they could because you communicate so passionately. Like I feel like they really thought that you were just made of fluff. Okay, it feels like this person tried to call your bluff on something. Now that you stop giving, you're no longer giving. They have regret and remorse here. A lot of regret and a lot of remorse because they're seeing that they missed out on something very special when it comes to you. All right. What you give, the other people that they were involved with don't give. Don't give. It just don't hit the same. Okay. It just don't hit the same. And I'm not sure if you were intimate with this individual or not, but this person could be a Leo. You could be a Leo. Your strength is, I feel like, what they wasn't expecting. You having the strength, you tapping into that other side that most people can't see. All right, because they get confused by your outer shell, your outer demeanor. You could be very soft spoken, very calm, very passionate, very giving, very open, very loving, right? And so they misinterpret that for weakness. They misinterpret that for naivete. But when you got wind of this here janky stuff that was going on, you tapped into the other side, the strong side, where you don't mind helping someone to understand that when it really comes down to it, you are the main character in your book. Okay, you are the main character in your life. So you can't just pass me whatever you want and think that I'm just gonna be open sesame, like hands all open. You can't pass me boo boo pie and think that I'm gonna just sit down with a fork and some whipped cream and just eat the shit. You understand what I'm saying? Boo boo pie is boo boo pie. And this allowed this person, I'm telling you, they didn't see. They did not think that you had this kind of strength in you to walk away. Not only to walk away, but what I'm hearing spirit say, to walk away and stay away. They didn't expect that. What is this? Queen of Pentacles. You out here getting your money. You're out here secure, very stable. You are very nurturing. Wow. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups energy. Ooh, they fumbled one. Ooh, they was not listening to no kind of divine guidance when it came to you. They fumbled one, baby. Out here running amok. Reverse King of Pentacles. Mm, 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 mm. Not wanting to heal, not wanting to put in the work, not wanting to elevate, not wanting to change, resisting change. So I guess because they was resisting their own healing, the objective was to create a false narrative, okay, to keep you connected to them so they can keep playing the field, keep doing whatever, keep running amok out there in the streets, and you would stay in place. Okay. But you brought that tower moment in. You definitely brought that tower moment to the ass because it feels like, no, no, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm going to do. And you're a whole empress out here, okay? And I don't know if you were the one that was pregnant or this is somebody you have children with at the time that this happened. Or if they, okay, so let me see. What is this empress energy? They may have gotten somebody else pregnant. They may have not gotten somebody else pregnant, presented something like they got somebody else pregnant, like they had it out, like they got all the holes out there, you know what I'm saying? They be at me, you know what I mean? And the whole time is desert. Okay. Phone dry as hell. I don't know. I don't know. But let's see. Clarify this Empress energy. Who is this? They could be married. They could be married. They could be married now, or they were married then, or both. Empress, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. They created a false, and it was false. And I'm gonna tell you why it was false, because we have the Three of Swords here in the reverse. They created a narrative that they had gotten someone else pregnant. Let me show you the Knight of Cups, Empress with the Knight of Cups. Okay. This individual either created a narrative that they have gotten somebody else pregnant, or they were pregnant by somebody else. But there's something here. It's like it was designed to cause you hurt. But the hurt, if you were hurt about it, the hurt that you felt is based on a lie, which is crazy because you wouldn't know that. And it may have been very painful for you to find out that either they were pregnant by somebody else, or that they had gotten somebody else pregnant. But even, oh God, this individual was trying to like push you into jealousy, push you into acting out and reacting out of jealousy, or reacting out of your hurt in a way that gives them attention, that feeds them attention. They really wanted your attention. But this was a really nefarious way to go about it, because they did hurt you. At least that's what it's looking like. But what Spirit is saying is that because what they said was not the truth, then your hurt is illusion. It's an illusion, right? It's not an illusion because it wasn't real for you. It was real for you, but it's based on an illusion. It don't really fucking matter, really, because however you felt about it, you used it. Okay, you used it to um draw a line in the sand, and they didn't expect you to do that. Mm-mm. They didn't expect you to do that. So now you have this individual sitting in the background watching you elevate, watching you remain strong, watching you um with this public recognition here, with this clout chaser card, and you are holding this star. So you're being recognized for something. Could be on social media, you could be a content creator. So now they're faced with the realization that they not only missed out on you, but they missed out on you on some silly shit. Something silly. Like so thirsty for attention from people in general, that they would just create narratives just to get a rise out of people who they thought they could play with. Mm. You definitely ascended from this situation. Tell me more, Spirit. Six of Cups. This is definitely a past situation. Okay. Tell me more. Emperor, karmic connection. Hmm. This is a past Emperor karmic connection. Tell me more. Yeah. This was some sort of foolish strategy. Black magic in reverse. And it didn't work. You walked away anyway. Now they're questioning their freaking decisions. Their decisions. They want to communicate for sure. They may be questioning whether they should communicate. I mean, It's giving desperation at the end of the day, okay? Cause damn, you need that much attention as a whole grown man, as a whole grown woman. You need that much attention that you would just create a whole lie, create negativity in a connection where there was none. That don't even make no damn sense. Hold on. What the hell? There's got to be something else at the bottom of this here. Temperance, impatient, unhealed. They want to communicate, but they still ain't healed. They may not know how to. Why would they do this? This don't make no this is like, I don't know, you might need to go get your head checked, quite frankly. Let me get another deck. I'm telling you, they might need to go get their head checked. They might also have some sort of entity, some sort of sex demon or something wrapped around them that just would make them create is something childish. I mean, and it may be them still as a whole adult acting out of this traumatized child self. Whatever. It didn't work with you. And I don't know if it's working with other people, but it definitely didn't work with you. This individual is now definitely sitting back, fanning over you now. Okay, they're keeping an eye on you. That it is giving energy that they are watching you. They're watching you, and they may be actually shocked because it feels like you was wearing a mask now, which you know you know everybody has multiple sides to their personality. Just because a person, shows you the sweetness, the kindness, the nurturing side of them, don't mean they don't have a side of them that'll go upside your head. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't promote no violence, but I'm just saying. People be like on some crazy. Just because somebody's sweet, don't mean. You feel me? I don't know. Being too much again. They just did too much. Overexpress their shame. They just did too much. They just did too much, baby. Oh, they feel so much shame. And then there's people watching them. Now, I don't know who these people are. I did see the Three of Pentacles with the Hangman in reverse. There could be some people also that know about this. I don't know if this is their friend group. I don't know who this is, but it's an embarrassment is how it feels. Because not only do they know that they missed out on a really good person as it relates to you, doing too much, but it's other people that also know that they missed out, they fucked up, being silly. Like, you knew, you ignored it. Vibes, intuition, ignorance, self-betrayal, warning. mm. It's them shades. I don't know why I'm seeing, I don't know if these are shades on his face, but what I'm picking up is like those what do you call them? VR things, them virtual reality things that you put on your head and you be in a whole nother world, or a whole nother virtual reality, right? I mean, but that's really what this shit is anyway, ain't it? You know what I mean? Something was very ignorant. That something felt like it would be self-betrayal for you to stick around. I feel like you saw a warning that somebody wasn't, like, something about them wasn't real, right? Like, intuitively, It's like they're trying to create something in your reality and you caught the red flags. Thought it was a vibe. They misread the room as well, for sure. They misread your energy, is what I just heard. Yes, they misread your energy. Crying in the shower, isolation, breakdown, vulnerability. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They misread your energy. When you moved away from this person, they thought that you was broke down, busted, and disgusted, that you was going to be so hurt and so distraught. Now you may have had, it may have hurt, but not in a way in which was going to produce the reaction that they wanted. Okay. Not in a way that was going to make you want to, argue and fuss and fight and who that bitch and you know what I mean? Like, not in that way. If you did have, a lot of heartbreak, and it may have been heartbreaking, but I just really feel like it was not that. It was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. It was probably more disappointing than anything because you may have really liked this person. There may have been a lot of chemistry between the two of you. You may have thought that it was going to maybe be more. I feel like this person wanted you to not trust your intuition, but it didn't hurt you in a way that caused you to relinquish your inner your strength of character, your strength of self-respect, self-love, and self-honor. Wake, work, scroll, repeat, burnout cycle, routine, collapse. Tell me more, spirit. You may have just had to change your routine. Okay. Can't sleep, might spiral, overthinking, emotional overload. Now, this individual, because remember, energy circulates, energy never dies, it circulates. It went back, is what I'm saying. Okay. This person may now be having these moments of emotional breakdowns. They may be having nights where they can't sleep. They're feeling emotionally overloaded. They're feeling like they can't get you off of their mind because they know they missed out on a good one being on some silly shit. Convincing yourself is fine. Denial, emotional suppression, totally fine. And that's crazy. It's like they broke their own heart, testing you, testing you. They broke their own heart, testing your limits, right? I mean, what else do you want the collective to know, spirit? It feels like you have definitely moved on. It feels like you are standing in your power. It feels like you are really showing exactly what you're made of. You know what I'm saying? That yes, there is more to you than meets the eye. There is more. And not to take your kindness for weakness, not to take your good spirit, your good energy for weakness. And this individual absolutely didn't read it right. Okay. They didn't read it right. What else do you want the collective to know, spirit, about this situation? Stay in your safe space. Okay. You're in your safe space. You're safe now, right? Like, you went into your safe space while this person is now spiraling. So the spiral that they wanted you to have is the spiral that they are now in. And you are sitting here in this harmony, right? You're sitting here, enjoying your freedom, is what I'm hearing. Open doors. Doors are opening for you as well. And you feel really at peace because you may not even know about this here, baby. You just made the decision that you needed to make. You just released expectations of this individual. So you may not even know that they lied. Mm. Yeah, you released whatever expectations This person has some sort of control issues. Tell us more. Temporary distance. The distance in a relationship is temporary and things may reconnect later. I feel like this person is still hoping to reconnect with you, but it's like you feel your energy does feel gone. You know what I'm saying? Like from this situation, it's no energetic participation coming from you. It feels like you're standing fully in your power, fully in your strength. There is this bright light that other people are starting to see about you. There could be new collaborations, new connections, okay, that is coming towards you because there are people who can see your light and will honor you and respect you for the kind heart that you have. And I feel like this person just completely made a fool of themselves, to be honest. I feel like that's how they feel, loyal or not. Someone is testing your loyalty. They thought that they would test your loyalty. Okay. But ain't nobody like gotta be loyal to nobody that's like on some whack at, you know what I mean? Like this shit is whack. You making up stories like you got all the, you know what I'm saying? Like you got all the pull in the world. You got this one, you got that one, you with this one, you with that one, you got her pregnant and stuff. You're creating negativity in a connection that seemed to be, especially coming from the collective, it was cool. So I just can't get over that circle of drama. They basically had whatever they told you, it was a lie. They got this one, they got that one, they got that one, they got this one. Lies. Lies. Okay. Now, why they wanted to create hurt in you to try to test your loyalty? Mm. They just wanted to cross up the signals. They wanted to cross up your signals. They wanted to confuse what you were feeling or what you were thinking or what you thought it was. Love triangle. Trust in process. By them doing that, like, it wasn't no mixed signals for you really on your end. It's just, okay, well, I can't trust you. So bye. I'm out. Do you know what I mean? I'm out. There ain't no mixed signals. You know what I'm saying? Hidden truth. They definitely want to communicate. They definitely do. I don't know what for. They probably ain't gonna tell the truth. Cultural differences bring both challenges and growth. Okay? So there may be something, they want to bridge some sort of communication now. There's something that maybe that they thought was, maybe they thought that you were too different or I don't know, they wanted to give off that bad girl, bad boy energy facade. Then yeah, that wasn't even true. And now that they're kind of seeing deeper into who you are and into your energy because they may be watching you, like I said, on social media, it feels like someone is a content creator, but take it how it reverberates. It doesn't have to be the case, but it feels like you are showing up in a public space that allows them to view you, but not right one-on-one interpersonally, right? But it feels like they thought that you was too different, or you was a good girl and they a bad boy, or you was a bad girl and they a good boy, like something like that. But now they're seeing that honestly y'all have more in common, so they realizing that they missed out on somebody really good, a connection that was really good, trying to create a facade, like a energy around them, like, I don't know, hood rich, hood famous. Don't have to necessarily be hood, but you know what I mean. Like they got all these people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody at them. You know what I mean? Like everybody at them. I got all these friends. I got all this. You know what I'm saying? I be going to park. They made, but they wanted to create some sort of jealousy in you because they didn't let you into their inner circle. Er? They wanted you to feel like an outsider so that you would then turn around and become jealous and want to be in a circle, but a circle that was barely existent. You know what I mean? It's like a circle that's like, okay, you got two or three little friends, but most people have two or three little friends. It ain't like you got a whole entourage of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they created this air, like they just, I don't know, they had more going on, but it was to produce jealousy in you, to cross up the signals that, like, so you don't know what you're seeing. You don't know what they do or don't have going on, but it feels like you was just like, you know what? Ain't no mixed signals, baby. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. You got going on. You hollering about you got shit going on. You're hollering about you got people knocked up or you're knocked up by somebody. You're hollering about you got, holes in different area codes. Okay. So I don't want to be a participation of that. I'm going to politely go into my motherfucking safe space. I'm going to politely go tap into this other side of me. Okay. All that softy, I'm gonna sit her down. I'm gonna sit him down. Okay. I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna get that other side. And that's what I'm gonna move with. And that's how I'm gonna move. Okay. Now they intrigued. Now they want to get to know you better. It feels like this person may have thought actually that they was a little bit better than you, that they had more. I don't know. I don't know. It feels very childish. It feels very childish. What do you do? Let's affirm the collective spirit. Let's affirm the collective if we can, please. Thank you, ma'am. Let me see. Well, what's going on here? Oh. So you know who you are. You knew who you are when this person was in your energy and your life. And you know who you are now. If people don't have discernment, they can't see beyond skin deep. They didn't want to invest in really getting to know you as a person, getting to know the other sides of you. That had more to do with them. They might have some sort of personality disorder and not know their own identity, not really be really sure of who they are. So they live for the attention of other people. In order to keep that attention, they create all of these narratives that ain't even true. You know? Nevertheless, they missed out on a good one, though. You out here as the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups energy. Man, you passionate out here. And you a high priestess. High priest. And you out here as an empress. You talking about fumbling? This individual fumbled. They fumbled bad. They fumbled you. Tell us more, Spirit. Expand. Expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Because with this energy right here, boo, you got all the possibilities in the world. You hear me? You got so many possibilities. You got a whole lot of possibilities. Okay? Like a whole lot of possibilities. You have expanded since this person left your life, or since you left this person's life. You expanded in beautiful ways, and it feels like you are definitely gaining some sort of recognition. All right. Step back. Excuse me. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. hmm Somebody is definitely observing you. Look at. See how he watching him or her or whatever that is. Okay. See how he's standing there watching while you're expanding. This person is in the background. Yet on the mountain that you left them on, okay, going up the rough side of the mountain, as the old gospel song used to say, and you're over here expanding, and they're seeing it. Scattered energy. Mm-hmm. Now they're looking up to heaven because they realize that, you know what, I did not know that the collective was all of this. Well, how you didn't know? They I has a Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, Empress. This is maybe these are different sides of you that they didn't see. Maybe you just showed them the Queen of Cups side. Could be. Maybe you didn't show them the High Priestess in you. Maybe you weren't in this energy then. Could be. But the Queen of Cups is enough. Shit, as hard as it is to get somebody who got an open heart space that's willing to give like that and pour into you and be, man, the Queen of Cups is enough. So if you showed up in the Queen of Cups, that was enough for somebody to say, okay, let me see more. Let me enjoy the collective and really get to know the collective and treat the collective a particular way that honors, because this is a very sweet person. This is a kind-hearted person. This mofo decides to, okay, bring up all this scattery ass energy here. You have too much on your plate and have lost your focus. This is causing you to feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Prioritize your well-being. Create a new plan. So now they're feeling all overwhelmed and everything out here. So they're looking for, a new way to go, maybe a new way to get back into your energy. Tell us more. Keep expanding. Just see, and it landed on the expand card. Solitude. Keep expanding. Okay. This person may want to bring in some scattery energy. They may be still in scattered energy, but they're observing you expand, and you're doing it on your own. Okay. Spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation. Absolutely. Speak your truth, walk away, release judgment. Give me one more, Spirit. We'll close this one. Depleted. You are overgiving and not taking enough time to rest and rejuvenate. Reevaluate your relationships and commitments, or you may soon risk your health deteriorating in some way. This person may have been forced to step back. Okay. I don't know. But they may be wanting to come back through to kind of drain your energy. So Spirit is saying to keep moving forward towards the direction that your life is headed in. Use wisdom and maybe just not let this person, if they ever do reach out, you know what I mean? But it does kind of feel like they're not going to be allowed to bring this energy back into your energy field. All right. All right, fam. This has been the message. I hope it brought some confirmation and or clarity for you. Please let me know in the comments how it reverberated for you. All right. Thank you to all of my Starseed family, Soul Tribe, again, for being with me here. To all of the new viewers, new subscribers, welcome in, welcome in. If anybody's in need of a personal reading, the link is in the description. It'll take you to my website where you can book. All right. When you go to the website, please scroll down, look at the steps that are required to get your reading for you. Okay. Scroll down to the middle of the page. You will see step 1, step 2. All right. Make sure you fill out, you achieve and accomplish both steps. And that way your reading will get to you in a timely fashion. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, family.